Did you know one of the most effective American units in World War II never fired a real shot? They didn't have real tanks, real artillery, or even real airplanes. Their greatest weapon was imagination. This is the incredible true story of the Ghost Army. By 1944, the Allies were pushing deep into France, but they needed every advantage they could get against the formidable German war machine. That's where the 23rd Headquarters Special Troops came in. This top-secret unit of about 1,100 men was unlike any other. It was a hand-picked group of artists, sound engineers, actors, and designers, recruited from art schools and advertising agencies. Their mission: to deceive the enemy on a massive scale. The Ghost Army had a full arsenal of illusions. Their primary tool was visual deception. They used hundreds of inflatable rubber tanks, cannons, and trucks. From a distance, these decoys were indistinguishable from the real thing. A small team of soldiers could inflate an entire armored division in just a few hours, making it look like a massive force was gathering in one location, while the real units moved secretly somewhere else. Imagine German reconnaissance planes flying overhead, reporting a huge buildup of American armor, sending panic through their command. In reality, it was just a bunch of cleverly designed balloons. These weren't just simple props. They were meticulously crafted to look authentic, complete with fake tank tracks made by special rollers. But sight was only one part of the deception. The Ghost Army also mastered the art of sound. They had a library of sound effects recordings, everything from the rumble of tank columns to the chatter of soldiers and the clatter of construction. These sounds were played through massive speakers, sometimes audible up to 15 miles away. At night, they would broadcast the sounds of an entire division on the move, convincing German intelligence that thousands of troops were advancing under the cover of darkness. The sound engineers had to be experts, mixing and layering the audio to create a perfectly believable soundscape of war. Then there was the radio deception, or as they called it, spoof radio. The unit had expert radio operators who mimicked the communication styles of other real units. They would create fake radio traffic, sending coded messages that they knew the Germans would intercept and decode. This fake chatter would confirm the visual and sonic illusions, painting a complete, but utterly false, picture of Allied troop movements. It was a complex game of cat and mouse, where every transmission was designed to mislead. And finally, there was the special effects component, the human element. Soldiers from the Ghost Army would go into nearby towns dressed in the uniforms and insignia of other divisions. They'd hang around cafes and bars, deliberately spreading false information and rumors for local spies and sympathizers to overhear. They would drive trucks in looping convoys to create the illusion of heavy traffic. Every action was a piece of theater, a performance designed to sell the lie. The Ghost Army conducted more than 20 battlefield deceptions, often operating dangerously close to the front lines. Their work was incredibly risky. If the Germans had discovered the ruse, this small, lightly armed unit would have been wiped out instantly. They were a small force pretending to be a massive one, a bluff that could have been called at any moment. They suffered casualties, a stark reminder that their war, though fought with illusions, was very real. One of their most famous operations was Operation Viersen. In March 1945, the U.S. Ninth Army was preparing to cross the heavily defended Rhine River. The Ghost Army was tasked with drawing German attention away from the actual crossing point. They created the illusion of two entire divisions, about 30,000 men, preparing to cross the river miles away from the real location. For days, they used their inflatable tanks, sound effects, and fake radio chatter to build up the deception. The trick worked perfectly. The Germans diverted significant resources to counter the phantom invasion, thinning out their defenses at the actual crossing site. This allowed the Ninth Army to cross the Rhine with far fewer casualties than anticipated. The story of the Ghost Army was classified for more than 40 years after the war. The men who served in it were sworn to secrecy, unable to tell even their families what they had done. Their incredible contributions to the war effort remained hidden from history. When the story was finally declassified in the 1990s, it revealed a chapter of World War II that sounds like it came straight out of a Hollywood movie. It was a testament to the power of creativity and ingenuity in the face of conflict. These soldiers weren't traditional warriors, but their impact was immeasurable. The most powerful weapon isn't a gun or a bomb, but a well-told lie. They were artists of war, masters of illusion, who used their unique talents to help win the largest conflict in human history. They were the Ghost Army, and their legacy is a powerful reminder that bravery and brilliance come in many forms. Thank you for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, please hit that like button, subscribe for more incredible stories from history, and share this video with someone who loves a good secret. See you in the next one.